told your friend you're not okay.
Good Husbands by Cate Ray, published by September Publishing, and this is a mystery that is set in present-day Bath, looking back over 3 decades to an event that took place in 3 men's lives. Now, I was drawn very much to this book because of the cover, because I like the kind of off-centre nature of the title and the face, and I love the colour combination of it, so I felt it was a good one to pick up, and it's got a very interesting subject at the heart of it. So 3 women are married in relationships, and each of them receives a letter, and in that they're identical letters, and in each letter it says that their husbands were responsible for a rape carried out on the letter writer's mother a couple of decades ago. And so, of course, this throws the cat amongst the pigeons for Priyanka, for Jess and for Stephanie, who have to make an incredible moral judgment on whether they believe the writer, that's the first issue, whether the events actually happened, and if they did, where does that leave them morally? And what I think the author does really well is actually look at the big picture of when a rape occurs, you know, about people's attitudes. You know, there's victim blaming, there's also the strong sense that, you know, something has to be done to avenge this poor woman's ordeal. But they come back to the basic fact, you know, are they being told the truth? And how will that affect their current marriages? So the author kind of lays out her stall very well. She's a very good, competent writer, and the chapters alternate between the 3 women. So Jess speaks, then Priyanka, and then Stephanie, and it's very much in the eye. So it's very much from the women's perspective. None of them are particularly likeable people, I would say. I mean, I didn't warm to any of them. So it feels like quite an objective investigation or retro investigation of what happened. And each woman has to analyse her own relationship with her husband and decide if she's going to say something and how she says something and what will the ramifications be if she does say something. So it's a very big deal, the issue at the heart of this story. I certainly found it gripping, and I wanted to know how it would end. I liked the writing style, I liked the subject matter in terms of, you know, it's a very, very big subject matter to actually pick up and put at the heart of a book. I think there were a couple of times when I felt devices were very obviously inserted in order to move the storyline along. For example, one of the wives happens to meet her husband's ex-wife, and a story comes out there that you know, of which she'd been totally unaware, and that then moves things along, changes her perspective. And so I think there are 1 or 2 little obvious pointers like that, but I think overall the author deals with the subject that she has chosen very well, because it is a huge subject, and there are so many differing views that she kind of feathers in, you know, to keep the storyline going. So I think if you're looking for something kind of interesting, challenging, then I think Good Husbands by Cate Ray is certainly one to pick up, and I think, you know, you'll get to the end, you'll want to know what happens, which is, you know, the mark of a good story.
You're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why